World War II veteran. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Today is my anniversary.
Really?
Yep. 77 years ago I got home today.
Oh, he's hornist.
What do we got going on, fellas?
Oh, hello. Just conducting an investigation.
Do me a favor, can you guys separate? Can I have one of you go over here, please?
No.
Yes, I need you to come over here, please.
For what?
Because we got a couple individuals walking around and showing knives or what appear to be machetes. They say there's no machetes, but I don't know that.
Is that a crime to have a machete? Why is your hand on your gun?
Well, because if I have a report that somebody's walking around with a machete...
Oh, you got to be a little sissy la-la and have a hand on a gun?
I don't need to be a sissy la-la.
I'm going to have your ass.
Okay.
It's going to be on that stand, and then I'm going to be suing you.
Can I ask you a question, since you've done a majority of the talking and interrupting? Can I ask
Well, no, you don't get to talk to us. We're Americans. You're here to serve us. You don't get the say on us. We get the say on you. That's what you got it up. You forgot that when you took this job, you're the people's. You're a servant to the people. You're a servant. You're a public servant. Being a servant means you're under the people. You're here to serve us.
I'm under no
and honor your oath.
And
you're wearing a little flag on your head.
I'm under somebody means that I'm beneath somebody.
Yeah, you're beneath us. What's the First Amendment? I know you don't know it. That
freedom of speech, right to peaceably assemble, so on and so forth.
Oh, that's two. This is your job.
What is it? No,
this is your job. Yes, it is. You took an oath to uphold our rights, yet you don't even know jack shit about that oath you swore.
You had your hand on your gun, so to alleviate my duress.
You had your hand on your weapon like a coward. You're officer safety boy, aren't you?
Why would you not?
Because
you were in the service.
Did you walk around with your hand on your weapon?
I may or may not have had kids come up to me while I had hand grenades on me, and then I didn't just grab my gun because I wasn't afraid of kids coming up to me. That's ridiculous.
What you're doing is cowardly. Like, you didn't do that overseas. You didn't have your gun aiming at people. You're here. These are Americans.
I didn't aim at you.
You had your hand on your gun and we're 5 feet away like an idiot because you said we had machetes. Now, what sense does that make?
I said that
you don't know jack shit about our freedoms in the job that you signed up for, that we pay you for. So that's what the problem is. You need to take that oath seriously.
So this is what you do: is you go.
Yes, we go around. No, to provoke. That's the dumbest ever.
If really afraid of you, I would have created a much larger gap like Sergeant Grego did.
That's the key word right there. If you were actually afraid. So the thing is I don't really believe that you believe there was a crime that was being committed.
I would be assuming wrong. Oh, that's fine. We'll make.
Is that a threat?
No. Why would it be a threat?
Why would you say that?
I said
why would you say?
Why would you say oh?
I just want to make sure you guys get all the content that you need.
Yeah, you try instilling fear into the people you're here to serve. You can't make me have fear. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to do what I want to do.
And
I'm
just
going to
show, and just
here. I'll do this. I'll give you my middle finger. You nerd. Are you sad, nerd? You sad you can't violate my rights? Because I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you.
I mean, in reality,
you're an idiot. You already said we don't have weapons. No, you're not going to search me.
We just want to say something. And you guys have nothing better to do.
Do you not? Oh, do you? So we have nothing better to do but to exercising our rights. So you're spitting on the graves, lady. You're spitting on the graves of all the brave men and women who have fought and died. It's not funny. You're a failed American, not knowing your rights.
She gonna come sweep us up? Look.
Look at life.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, loser. Learn your rights. Yeah, but you don't know them, do you?
Look at all these people. These are the people that call the cops. All these people who are dumb and unaware.
This is a sidewalk. It's called public.
That's fine. Well, you're arguing with our customers.
No, they came up to us.
No, it's not their job.
We're
it's
not
your job.
kitchen
You have user brains.
appliances.
Where are you even
We're
from?
not
Why are
kitchen
you here?
appliances. Get inside, Jessica.
Kiss my ass.
Hey.
Get the fuck on.
How about you shut up?
I thought you said she was kind.
Oh, are you gonna cry?
No, I'm not gonna cry.
Lipstick Boy and Mascara Man, we are conducting an investigation, folks. And we will get to the bottom of things. We promise you that. We here at BCNN will provide only real news. This is investigative journalism at its finest, folks. We will bring you the hard-hitting facts, the boner-throbbing justice. Lipstick Boy, Mascara Man, we got this investigation covered. Corruption afoot, the local fairway market. Seem to be up to no good in here. World War II veteran. A hero just like us. Hello, sir. You could walk on by. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Today's my anniversary.
Really?
Yep. 77 years ago, I got home today.
Oh, welcome back. We absolutely appreciate that.
Yep.
You're one of the true heroes out here besides us. We're superheroes.
It's been a good one.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Your
Thank
sacrifice
you.
is
Thank
not
you.
forgotten. Thanks for standing up for our freedoms. World War II hero. Right here, folks. What a champion. We do appreciate that. My lipstick senses are tingling. So 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Peg me some more. Something's not right here. I can feel it. Something's not right. It's either this building's doing something naughty, or I'm feeling naughty, and I want them to do naughty things to me. Let me do some recon. All right, that's exactly what I thought. They're up to nefarious activity in there, guaranteed. The cop is pulling people over. Oh, he's hornist.
What do we got going on, fellas?
Oh, hello. Just conducting an investigation.
Do me a favor. Can you guys separate? Can I have one of you go over here, please?
No.
Yes, I need you to come over here, please.
For what?
Because we got a report of a couple individuals walking around and showing knives or what appeared to be machetes.
Yeah, there's no machetes.
Okay. Well, you say there's no machetes, but I don't know that. We've got a call. We got 2 different reports. So if you
Interesting.
do me a favor, just have one separate over here.
Is that a crime to have a machete? Why is your hand on your gun?
Well, because if I have a report that somebody's walking around with a machete,
Oh, you got to be a little sissy la la and have a hand on a gun?
I don't need to be a sissy la la.
Oh.
My safety.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You didn't swear to uphold the rights of us, you know?
Actually, I did.
Oh,
I did it
you
back
did?
in 1999, and I did it again this year.
Oh, okay. That's good. So what crime are we committing?
Well, I don't know that there is one right now.
Exactly.
But if there's a report of somebody walking around with a machete, you would be committing a crime because according to state law, you cannot walk around with blades longer than a certain length.
Oh, my wiener's pretty long, but you know what else is long? My vocabulary.
Okay.
I'd be happy to spin and turn for you.
Well, I tell you what, if you could, you know what? I don't even need to come any more near you. By the clothing you're wearing, sir, if I could just see what's behind your back,
I'm gonna reach
if
behind.
you could stretch your shirt to your skin, I would be able to see that you're not hiding anything that would resemble a machete.
Is there a machete on you? I just see some meat in those pants.
Hey, then that's cool with me. That's all I need to see, my man. If you know what, if you do the same thing, I would be just fine with that.
Oh, I'm okay.
Come near you.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, common sense would tell you that we clearly have no machete.
Well, what's common sense tell you? Because common sense
tells me that the police should uphold their oath.
Okay.
And I think we have a Fourth Amendment right for a reason.
Right. And which part of that Fourth Amendment have I violated thus far?
To be secure in our persons.
Right. But
So right now you're coming up here. You said that we're not being detained, but you're trying to tell us to do certain things, and I'm not going to do it.
I am concerned that if you thought we had a machete or a long blade on us, why you closed the gap and then the first thing you did was put your hand on your firearm.
Yeah, that's just tactically low IQ.
21-foot rule.
Where's the 21-foot rule?
You know the 21-foot rule, and if they haven't taught you, you ought to know that somebody can close the gap.
Where's the 21-foot rule?
Well, it's common sense. That's just like we could tell you have poor training.
Common sense.
Yeah, because you're lacking it.
Common sense is a thought, right? You keep saying common sense tells you.
Yes.
Common sense never spoke.
Well, that's why it's not so common, because you're lacking it.
It's a word.
So what sense does that make to come up to somebody, 2 people that you claim have machetes on them, get out 6 feet distance? That's
That's
that's some low IQ shit. That's
didn't
bad
think.
training. Bad training on you.
I am very
This
secure.
is good training. Pulling up at that distance right there, he has cover behind us.
Yeah, can he see what's behind our back from there? Clearly, yes.
Could you see what I was doing behind you?
You could have been
Because I'm
pulling
very
up.
comfortable in my training and my experience.
Well, your training's
Is it?
like I could train you
I'm
way
guessing
better.
by the shorts that you're wearing and the tattoos you have were probably pretty similar in our past about some of the training we've had.
Maybe. We honor our oath, though. We honor that oath. We make sure that you honor that oath as well. Because as soon as you don't honor that oath, I'm going to have your ass.
Okay.
It's going to be on that stand, and then I'm going to be suing
Can I
you.
ask you a question since you've done a majority of the talking and interrupting? Can I ask
Well, no, you don't get to talk to us. We're Americans. You're here to serve us. You don't get the say on us. We get the say on you. That's what you got it up. You forgot that when you took this job, you're the people's bitch. You're a servant to the people. You're a servant. You're a public servant. Being a servant means you're under the people. You're here to serve us
I'm under no
and honor your oath.
I'm
And you're wearing a little flag on your head.
I'm under somebody means that I'm beneath somebody.
Yeah, you're beneath us.
At what point have I given you a reason?
When you signed up to be a police officer, you are under the people. You're here to serve.
Okay.
So that's why you don't know your job, man.
Would it be safe to assume that you're prior service military?
I don't know, maybe.
Would it be safe to assume that?
I don't know, it might
Would
be.
you treat
There's a
some-
World War
some
II veteran out
service
there.
members the same way?
No, if they're pogues and try to swear an oath and not, then what's the First Amendment? Answer me this. I'll give you something right now. Answer me, what's the First Amendment? I know you don't know it. That
freedom of speech, right to peaceably assemble, so on and so forth.
Oh, that's two. You only got two. There's five.
Paraphrase it.
There's five.
What is
no,
it verbatim?
Because you need to go home and learn this. This is your job.
What is it? No,
This
that's
is
not my
your job. Yes, it is.
My
You
job is
saw
to
no. You
interpret.
took an oath to uphold our rights. Yet you don't even know jack shit about that oath you
Then do me
swore.
a favor and educate
No,
me.
take Google. Do yourself a favor so you actually learn something. Because the way you're doing it now, you clearly have took this job. You have no idea why you signed up. You did it wrong. You're here to protect our rights.
Okay.
But yet you're out here trying to violate the fourth. And you don't even know what freedoms we have in the
What
first.
force have I violated yours?
To be secure in our persons, you're coming up here demanding shit that we
Yeah,
show
but-
you, give you. This ain't, you're not gonna
Any
stop
unreasonable
them.
search and seizures, any unreasonable
secure.
detention?
Well, I did that because you had your hand on your gun, so
Yeah,
to
you had
alleviate
your
my
hand
duress.
on your weapon like a coward. You're officer
Why would you
safety
not?
boy,
Why
aren't
would
you?
you not?
Because
When you
you're
were in
here
the
to
service,
serve
did
the
you
people.
walk around
This
with
is
your-
not a
with your
war
hand on your
zone,
weapon?
pal.
I may or may not have had kids come up to me while I had hand grenades on me, and then I didn't just grab
Yeah.
my gun because I wasn't afraid of kids coming up to me. That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
We've been in way more shit than you could even fathom, and yet we're so better trained
how
than
do you know that? How do you
Because
know
you're
that?
a pogue. You would never, if you went through what we did, you would never have your hand on a gun like a coward.
How many
That
pokes-
was the most
how many
cowardly
pokes do you
shit.
know that were-
I have that as well. So does he.
So I'm a poke.
And so yes, what you're doing is cowardly. Like you didn't do that shit overseas. You didn't have your gun aiming at people. You're here. These
I
are
didn't aim at you.
Americans.
I didn't aim
You
at
had
you.
your hand on your gun and we're 5 feet away like an idiot because you said we had machetes. Now what sense does that make?
I said there was a report of machete.
Yeah, so why would you go 5 feet away? We're just showing you that you're poorly trained, you're executing the shit. You don't know jack shit about our freedoms in the job that you signed up for that we pay you for. So that's what the problem is. You need to take that oath seriously.
So this is what you do: is you go.
Yes,
around and
we
you
go
try to
around.
provoke.
No, to provoke. That's the dumbest shit ever. You signed an oath. You're the government.
Do you see what
You're
I'm
the
wearing?
government of
What am I
enforcement.
inciting?
Yeah, what
I'm not
are
looking
we
for the
inciting?
fat farm. I'm wearing a pink hat, a tiger shirt, short shorts, and American
Right.
flag socks.
And I appreciate that. And what I really appreciate is you've been sitting here, cool, calm, and collected, while he's been
I
sitting
don't
here
have
elevating
to.
and pulling.
He's passionate. He's
have
very
to.
passionate.
This is my freedom to
I-
do this,
I
so
have
don't
no-
even talk about it. Like
have no
this
issues
is our
with you
free.
guys
Yeah, you
doing
do.
this.
You clearly you wouldn't have said that. This
I
is
have no
our freedom
issues
to
with
do what we're doing, and you
I've
come
never
up to
said that you
people
can't do it.
exercising their freedom with your hand on your gun 5 feet away because we have machetes. If we wanted to do something, you wouldn't even know about it.
If this was a Second Amendment protest, can I ask you a question?
What was
And
the
we
first
were
thing
just
I said
sitting.
when I got here? There was a report of two gentlemen.
Yeah. So why would you
There was
pull
a
up to a
report.
report with two gentlemen with machetes 5 feet away?
And if this were a Second Amendment protest, which we're legally allowed to do, why would you just come up the exact same way, or would you create some gap and some
Yeah, what
distance?
if we had our weapons? What if I bring my body
There was
armor?
a report of
and
weapons or
shit?
no weapons?
Why does it matter?
But I'm not on your channel.
Why?
It does
so
matter.
so
So the uneducated public.
I would have posed the same way not with a. Not
I
with
hope
a
you
hand
wouldn't
on
come up this close with somebody with a threat of with firearms or any other. I mean, I would never in this line of work approach anybody. I would never close this gap right here.
But you obviously
Ever.
don't do this line of work.
Can you assume? Do you assume that?
How do you know?
I said do. I didn't say did.
So okay, it doesn't. What's the difference?
We know your job more than you.
What's the difference? How do you know I haven't been in public service my entire life?
I have since I was 17.
Okay, congratulations. You're assuming that I don't know what I'm talking about and that I've never done your
No,
job.
you don't. We just
witnessed
witnessed you.
one thing that I did.
There you go. That's a supporter. He knows what we're
Supporter
doing.
of us.
No.
And he supports you too, I'll guarantee it.
Well, not what
I've
you're
known the
doing
guy
right
for
now. You're
35
trying to
years.
violate some Americans. You're scared of the American people. That's pathetic.
I'm not scared of
You
you at
shouldn't be
all.
a cop coming out with your
If I
hand
was,
on your gun.
if I was
That's
really
cowardice.
afraid of you, I would have created much larger gap like Sergeant Grego did.
That's the key word right there. If you were actually afraid. So the thing is I don't really believe that you believe there was a crime that was being committed, because I would never in my life, I would never approach somebody in my life. I would never approach somebody in my life with a fixed blade or a machete. That's ridiculous.
Shoving people in things' faces. You're just lying.
And carrying on.
Who
and-
cares?
Who's-
That's our freedom to cuss.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
we're not
What
the
you
feelings
gonna do about
police.
that? Fuck you. That's our freedom. Fuck you for not knowing that. Fuck you.
First Amendment, freedom of speech.
You don't like it? Fuck you. This is America.
You know what?
Deal with it. This is not Afghanistan. This is not Iraq. Harper, then do it right. Honor your oath. You don't honor your oath.
What did I do wrong?
You
Came up
came
with your
out-
hand on your
okay,
gun.
Let's start right now.
Nothing wrong with that.
So you got to a call. Two guys with machetes, apparently. So you're gonna go investigate that. Sure, that's fine. You pull up 5 feet away. For one, that's for on you. That shows zero tactical awareness or skills. You would never do that. That's so clearly you know we don't have shit on us.
Okay.
Second, you want us to go away, but we're not detained or go move somewhere so
I
you
never
can look
said
at
you
us.
had to keep moving
because
on.
officer safety is so paramount.
I never said you had to keep moving on.
But the Americans' safety, it doesn't mean shit. You're not here for our safety. Supreme Court ruled on this already. That's why the Uvalde cops are all cowards.
Safety either. I was here for
Uvalde
community
cops,
safety.
every cop besides one were cowards. They all hide outside. I'm afraid. I'm a pussy. And this is exactly what happens. You did this perfect, what you're not supposed to do. And you don't know the First Amendment.
Well,
you said
before
2 out of
Before I let
5.
you gentlemen go on your way.
Well, you don't have to. We could go right now if we want.
You
didn't
absolutely
detain
can.
us.
That's something I want to reiterate. I never said you had to stay.
I know,
I
you
never
wouldn't have
said you
made
were
me
free to
stay.
leave.
Do you think we would have
I
left with your
never
hand
said
on your
I was
gun?
here for your safety. I'm here because I was called.
Because you were
on behalf-
scared. You
know,
said no. You said officer safety is what you said. Oh,
That's
I got
why
it
my
'cause
hand's
of
on my weapon, officer safety.
That's
Could-
the most
He
cowardly
admitted it
thing.
too. If I
That's
think that there could
cowardly,
be a
dude.
risk,
You don't do that to the
Let
American
me
people.
let me say how I would do this situation. This is what I think here. If you had that call that you say you got about weapons of any nature, what I would do is I would park my ass right down the road right there, get a visual inspection first
Yeah.
to clarify the situation and say, oh, this might be a concerned citizen who doesn't know what they're talking about. The first thing I would not do is roll up, because guess what? Even if we had a machete, there might be a gun behind my back, and then your backup wasn't even here yet.
Do you know what I visualized when I came down the road?
I watched you the whole way.
See us standing here with this. This is what you
You
visualize.
know, that's all I visualized. If you
Yeah, and you can
binoculars.
see everything. Do you think how can you not tell if this guy has a machete? He was in the spot to look behind the back. That's not hard to do. You did it f***ed up. You did it wrong.
You don't know what you don't
I
know
know
what
your
my
job better
capabilities
than you, sadly, and that should never.
And you don't know what our
happen.
capabilities are, and you just rolled up on us and
Yeah,
assumed
you
that
don't
you were
know
going to
what
draw
we've
your
done.
gun. That was the first thing you did is put your
I was going to draw my gun.
your hand was on your gun.
Hand on your gun like a coward.
As such.
That's
No,
what-
your hand was further back.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's back here.
Holy-
Oh, because that's
that
training,
takes-
right?
Oh, that takes.
That's not the training I ever received to
I've
immediately.
got 2:45.
Okay.
I'm assuming at full battery power, you guys got about another 4 hours of life on that.
You
I can
would be
stand there as
assuming
long as you
wrong.
want.
Oh, that's fine. We'll make.
Is that a threat?
No, why would it be a threat?
Why would you
I
say
just-
that?
I said
Yeah,
we can
why
stand here
would
as
you
long as
say
Why would you say, oh,
I just want to make sure you guys get all the content that you need.
it's the you are the content. You're not doing your job properly. You like, dude, if you assume, hey, we're on the same playing fields and we've done the same job, why would you just roll up and that, like, you could eliminate so many situations by not doing that. Like I said, literally just taking 2 seconds to sit back there and then not roll up with your hand on your gun. All you're doing is terrorizing citizens.
You're terrorizing the people you swore to serve.
You got me shaking because your hand's on your gun. Me!
To us, you put your fucking hand on your gun like a pussy. You would never fucking do that. Are you kidding?
And if you did that, that's UCMJ all day.
I would never do that.
You would never.
Now you saying,
yeah, you just did it. Yeah, good job admitting it, Tyrant. Good job admitting it, Tyrant.
I'm just here to investigate what somebody
We're investigating. You did it fucked up and wrong because you don't know your job.
What were you two investigating?
It's none of your
Doesn't matter.
business.
Okay, so what
You're not here to fucking figure out what we're doing. We're doing nothing wrong. Yeah, fuck up. Fuck, you need off the force. No, it's fact. If it's my opinion, why do you not know the fucking oath you swore? You don't know jack shit about it. Why do you not know that oath? If it's my opinion.
What oath did I swear?
Then to the Constitution to uphold and protect our rights. That you don't know jack shit. You don't even know the First Amendment.
And
you
what
don't know
right
the
of yours
first
have I
law of the
violated?
land. Huh?
What right of yours have
You
I
just tried
violated?
violating our Fourth Amendment.
I tried or I did?
You definitely tried because I'm not a
Okay,
pushover.
so
I'll have your
I haven't
ass.
violated
I'll
any of
have
your
your
rights then.
ass.
I haven't violated any of your rights?
Yeah, because I'm not going to let you.
Thank you for admitting about a half an hour into your content here that I have not violated.
Well, you're an idiot. You don't know your job.
If you hadn't had your hand on your gun, I would have never ever given you that show of
Pulling up
force.
on two guys with machetes 5 feet away like an idiot.
And you still haven't even checked him, so are you really concerned?
Yeah,
No.
he's not. He's a coward.
At
He's
this
a,
point, I'm not because my back is
you
standing
try
right here.
instilling fear into the people you're here to serve.
No.
You can't make me have fear. It's just not going to happen.
You asked us what we want to accomplish. What do you want to accomplish?
What do I want to accomplish?
Yeah, what do you want to just
I just want
terrorize
to know
people?
what the agenda is. That's
It's none of
all.
your business.
Okay, then.
You don't have to know. We don't have to tell
If you would do the same thing as this gentleman,
No, I'm going to do what I want to do.
and
I'm
just
going
kind
to
of
show.
show and just
Here, I'll do this. I'll give you my middle finger. F you, nerd. Are you sad, nerd? You sad you can't violate my rights? Because I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you.
I mean, in reality,
You're an idiot. You already said we don't have weapons. No, you're not going to search me.
Two gentlemen with machetes.
Oh, so if anybody makes a report that the party's automatically guilty,
But does that not mean anything to you that I haven't been so aggressive that I have to check?
You're
it
not
right
going
now?
to.
Aggressive was getting out of your car with your hand on your firearm.
Okay,
That's
you keep going back to that.
aggressive.
Yes, that's a huge thing. If somebody did that to you, what do? You shoot, right?
When I made no threat, what did I do?
So, all right, if I was doing a Second Amendment audit, check this out. If I was doing a Second Amendment audit, I'm all geared up.
Back to a Second Amendment.
Because I'm trying to make a point as I've let you talk and you let me talk, so I'm going to talk real quick. If I came out, you were doing a Second Amendment audit, and I was like, oh, I don't know who's behind me right now, so this officer's approaching me, and I'm not going to turn around because I don't feel like doing that to be disrespectful to you, and I put my hand on my gun here to make sure that nobody's sitting here coming up behind me. What are you going to do? Hey, plane out, motherfucker. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. That's exactly what you're going to do. You don't let people behind you, right? So that's an exact situation right there where if I were doing a Second Amendment audit, and this is how it pertains to me doing, I'm securing my weapon system, you would plane me out on the ground.
Yep. And yet you think it's acceptable to come up to the people. You're here to serve with your hand on your gun because you're a little coward boy. That's wrong. You're the government. Don't be a cop if you're that much of a.
Can I have
Don't
more of a
do it.
conversation with you?
No.
Because you don't do any of the name calling or
Well,
the
too
cussing.
bad. That's our right to do that, and you swore an oath to it. So honor the oath.
Well, you're
Honor
right.
the oath.
That-
I
that
am
is-
right. I
that
know
is
I
your First
am.
Amendment
I know
right. Call me
exactly.
a
So
coward,
honor
whatever you
your oath.
I-
Learn the First Amendment. You only know 2 out of 5.
I am here. I'm letting
So
you
what
talk.
right am I doing right now?
Your First Amendment.
Exactly, which encompasses
The only thing that's been,
everything
the
but
only thing that
religion
has been
currently.
violated at all is him putting his foot on the curb, which is Hy-Vee's private property.
They haven't
They
trespassed
never
us.
asked us to leave.
We don't know that we
Oh,
haven't-
they never
we-
asked us to leave.
We have-
Learn the trespass statute.
He just made the comment
Learn the
that,
trespass statute.
that was private property. I advised they're not on private property.
Good.
They're on the sidewalk.
So,
There you go. At
that's
least
it.
he's on.
Well, so they don't want us back on anymore is what you're saying? Okay.
She's just concerned that as long as it doesn't come onto private property.
Advisor that you guys are not on private property. You're fine. You have every right to be on the city sidewalk.
Well, I got to tell you, I got to get my vehicle after this, so I am going to cross back onto this private property to grab my vehicle.
I don't care what you guys go ahead and do. Like I said, I don't mind that you guys come out and do
care.
this.
You're gonna run the tags. I know you.
No, I don't. I
Yeah,
have
you
no
do.
idea.
Yeah, you do.
No, I
I'll
don't.
run
I really
everything
don't
on
care.
you.
Honestly, like as soon as I'm done here, as soon as you guys are done trying to create this argument
to
or
what?
banter,
Trying to create what? Exercising our rights and having you
then
try
I
to
want to
violate
shut my
those
lights
rights?
off. I want a 10-8, 10-24 this call and be done because
Then
obviously.
be done. We're doing no crime. Use your f***ing brain.
Okay,
Come
all right.
on,
We're
dude.
done when you're done, sir.
All right, good. I'm done. You good? All right, we're good.
That's
Good?
bad, Jones.
Good?
You got
I'm
a lot
rocking
of-
and rolling.
you got a lot of learning to do,
Okay,
Jones.
well, I tell you what, I'll get you my card, and anytime that you want to come educate me, I'll sit down out of this uniform, away from everything.
If
We'll
you
have a
actually will
conversation.
take that, I will do that.
Honest to goodness, I will.
All right.
I'm a man of my word. Tell you what, I'll even put my personal cell phone on the back. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays are my weekends.
All right. Because I will take you up on that, Jones.
I'd also hope when we pull out of here, there's no retaliatory stops.
That would be
would
entirely
be
too cowardice. That's not my style. That's not his style.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that I'm just putting that out in the atmosphere.
First name, personal cell. First name, personal cell.
Thank you.
On the other side is just regular work business. Like I said, guys, I don't mind that you guys do this. You guys got to understand that you get a call like that, you got to protect yourself first. I'm sorry if I offended you. You know, I don't want to stay in here and argue with anybody. I'm all for it if you guys want to do that shit. Like I said, man, I took that first oath in 1999. I'm with it. There are assholes out there that really screw up a lot of things for people like you and for people like us.
Yeah, but never coming out with a hand on a gun.
Because of a scared citizen who's afraid of their shadow. Everybody's afraid of everything these days.
You got to do an investigation before any of that because you're putting our lives in jeopardy doing that.
Because if somebody says that,
Ready, my man.
You
That's all it
shouldn't.
was.
You should never do that. Never
Would
once
your
did I
advice
find
be
that
I come out
acceptable.
like this? Would it be like come
Anything.
out like this?
I advise you this: you get a call like that, do more what he did. Go back further, witness it, investigate when you're not in any potential.
use your loudspeaker. You got a loudspeaker.
Right.
Hey, do a dance for me, bud.
But I didn't see that to be necessary. That's where I
Well,
have.
Machetes.
Didn't put a hand on a gun necessary 5 feet away.
What's
That's
the
not-
average length of a machete?
18 inches.
About 18 inches, about what you're holding there with
Yeah,
your phones
and you don't know
everything
about
like
the
that.
21-foot rule or
Judging-
nothing, where somebody could go run at you and hit you before you have time to.
I could throw this at your car from here if it were a machete.
Right. And I highly doubt a machete's going to go through.
Exactly. So if you were sitting behind cover, you'd have nothing to worry about if the
Right.
call were about machetes and knives, right?
I wasn't concerned with it. Your posture coming up here, in my experience, I wasn't worried about it.
You saw 2 cameras is the first thing you saw too, and like I said, this is where this is where this is where this happened right here.
From the
This is
time-
about 6 feet.
From the time you drop one of those and try to pull a machete out from wherever you
If
are,
I
I
wanted to
guarantee.
do the damage, you wouldn't know about it. Let's be honest here. You wouldn't know jack
and
shit
you
about
don't
it.
and you don't know my reactionary time either.
No, you wouldn't.
We can
you-
argue that all day.
Well, I promise you.
and that's not
I,
going to be.
well,
that's
I
not
can
gonna be-
tell that you're not properly trained by how this was.
Okay,
This should never happen.
that's your opinion.
No, that's fact. You don't.
You
go
are
out
relaxed
with
right now.
machete.
That's how I'd have preferred you got out, because you still haven't checked him for weapons, which you don't have any obligation to do.
No, I don't.
So that right there, that is the answer. When I carry a duty belt, you know where I sit? Right here.
Yeah, I have the authority to, but I don't have the obligation to. You're right. Again, that's the discretionary item that we have. By the time I pulled up here, I didn't determine that you guys would be a threat. I figured I.
So why was your hand on your gun?
Yeah, well, your hand was
It's
on
a
your
force
gun
of
for
habit.
what?
You know
How
what?
many
Muscle
minutes?
memory.
You won't get rid of that. fucking
That's a
minute.
bad muscle memory.
That's bad. That means whoever. trained
You're
you
ready to
is
you're ready to shoot at all
trying to think
times.
The American is
Should
the
be
enemy.
ready to shoot it off.
No, you
No,
shouldn't, because people
shouldn't.
are not inherently bad, and that's what they teach you when you go through your psyche valves, right? People are not inherently bad, and we're not supposed to be cynical of the society.
Right.
Okay, so why would you assume that I'm gonna do you fucking damage?
I didn't. Not when I pulled
You
up.
came out with your hand on your gun.
It's a force of habit. That's just
No,
the way things
it's-
go.
All right, well, every time I get out of my car, I'm gonna keep my hand on my gun. I'm just gonna carry an assault rifle around.
And I'm gonna keep my hand on it. I'm gonna go walk around the police department. I'm gonna just watch you.
Had we had done that Second Amendment audit here today, we would have already been fucking laying here bleeding out, because that's what would have happened.
Fucking shot us.
No, I wouldn't
And
have.
I-
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I will defend my life. So that would be a bad decision.
You guys
Very,
keep going
very
back
bad
to the Second
decision.
Amendment.
Yeah, because hey, you know why? It's very important to me. It's on my calf because I fought for our country. Okay.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, that's why I keep going back to it. I don't tell you what to say and what not to say, do I?
Right.
I just make observations and I say, hey, this is what I see. I don't tell you what you are and aren't allowed to say. And that's not your job, and that's not my job to tell you what to do either.
Not at all.
Well, I would encourage that. Like I said, I gave you my numbers.
Well, I'm going to come back, Jones. I want to make sure I want to make sure that at least the First Amendment is hammered in your mind. No matter what, you can throw the 5.
He absolutely can.
Absolutely.
I would
No,
love to hear that.
I'm going to make sure that you do
I want
it,
to hear it,
Jones.
so it's on your
I'm going to
feed,
make
too.
sure that you learn it.
Because
it is
every
your
good
duty to
instructor,
learn.
every good leader
Jones.
can do it on demand.
Jones.
As well, right?
Then how come you couldn't do it?
I didn't say. I
Oh,
never said I could.
exactly. 'Cause
Never said
Just
I
give it to him. Just give it to him.
No, he's going to earn this shit because I want him to actually learn this. I've been doing this for about 3 years. Of course I know it. I swore the oath the same you did, and I actually know it.
verbatim.
Absolutely. What freedoms we have. I'm not going to read the Constitution verbatim. No, I don't know that, but I do know what freedoms we have. Every American should fucking know this. It's no excuse. There's no excuse not to know it.
I'm not a constitutional scholar.
You swore an oath. You're an oath breaker is what you are.
How do you uphold the Constitution and our civil liberties if you don't know them?
How do you uphold our rights if you don't even know the First Amendment, the first law of the land? You can't. That's the problem. Huh? Shut up, nerd.
You can leave anytime. You can leave anytime. Nobody was filming you until you decide to come over here and stop.
Make you famous. I'll make you famous.
Well, if you guys don't have anything else for us, like I said,
I never had anything anyway.
Okay, well,
I want to make sure
you
you're
got
honoring
what
your
you
oath and you fucking failed miserably.
You got what you wanted.
Well, I wish I did. You know what I would want? I would want you guys to know your job and show us around, do something cool, like we did in
Allison.
Butler County.
Well,
They showed us
They
around.
fucking actually did the right thing. You, fuck, dude, you got a lot of fucking reflecting and training and knowledge to learn. Like, it's not acceptable in any means.
because I got it
Never
with my
had,
hand on my
yeah,
Bible.
because if I did that to you,
After you said you didn't feel threatened, you said I cleared the scene before I came up here and I didn't feel threatened. So if you just contradicted yourself.
yeah, you
Fair
just
enough.
lied.
Make sure you put that on your repeat.
It will,
there.
and
Because
guess
you know what? I'm a human being and I make mistakes too.
Well, then learn from them
And admit
we're
them.
going back
Admit
to
your
what it
mistakes.
is.
Admit your mistakes.
I am. Then I made a mistake.
Well, there, at least you have some admitting, so that is good. That's at least you have something going for you that
Now,
can
can I
change.
give you some advice?
Absolutely. I'm always open to advice.
You'll probably get a better response out of a lot of people. Like the elevated voice, that's cool, but calling them names and cussing all
That's the
that
First
stuff.
Amendment. You guys have to understand. That's our freedom. No matter if
But
you
it's-
fucking
but
hate
it-
it or
but it's
not,
about
that's our
personal
freedom.
respect.
It doesn't matter.
The point is it's
about our
triggering
rights.
you and it's not supposed to trigger
It's
you.
not triggering me.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
You keep
it
bringing
is.
it back because I brought up the Second Amendment. You keep bringing it up, the language.
Words are words.
No, the language
Understand that,
doesn't
they're
bother me.
words.
The name calling bothers me because I don't know who you are.
It doesn't matter. You're here to serve us.
Did you get called names in the military at all? Did anybody ever clown around on you?
Of course
Oh,
they do.
absolutely. He's not
So you should be used to this.
He's not clowning around though.
He's a clown right now. He's lipstick man, and I'm
lipstick
mascara boy.
Of course I'm clowning around. My language, it doesn't matter what I say. You're here to honor that oath and protect my right to say it. You don't have
I
to
have
like
not-
you don't have to like our freedoms, but you have to honor your oath and
Nowhere have
uphold.
I deterred your right to do so.
You tried. And you just picked the wrong ones to try it with. It's just not gonna happen.
I would be happy to do it all day long.
Well, I'm gonna come
To-
back, Jones, and I'm gonna ask you what the first 5 points of the First Amendment are. It's gonna be easy. Just 5.
I'm going to ask you what the 8th is, or the 9th is,
Go
or the
for it.
14th.
Go
What's
for
the
it.
14th?
Go for it. Go for it.
What's the 14th
So
Amendment?
now you want to do just a back.
A one up,
I
a
mean,
back and
Well,
forth.
I'll tell you
I
this.
don't know.
For
Is that
one,
your goal?
you cannot
I
ask
don't want-
anybody.
This is a First Amendment audit, so what he's hyper focusing on here
So
is the
now-
First
okay, now
Amendment.
We've established what we're doing. You did not establish that.
I
Don't have to.
You're right.
We're
You don't have to.
Americans, so
but
why
that
is
would
that-
that
why
would
are you
give
even
me a
saying
better
it?
understanding of what's going on.
But if he keeps asking what the first is, then that would put 2 and 2 together, which would be common sense to say, oh, they might be doing a First Amendment audit. Freedom of speech. He's asking you these questions.
Videotaping. I was fully aware of what you were doing by the time I pulled up here.
Videotaping.
So then why did you still have your hand on your gun?
My hand's not on my gun.
Why did you have? Past tense.
Oh, I misunderstood you. Why did I have it on there? My safety.
What about our safety? Somebody could call and say I'm over here fucking jerking my gherkin in the middle of the road. Doesn't make it true. Like, you literally could have made a horrible mistake. Like I said, Second Amendment or not.
I would have to live with.
Yeah, it is. And so would my family and my kids and everybody else, because you had no discretion. Because some fucking
used my
scared
discretion
citizen,
going up here.
no you didn't. You that man right here, what's your name, sir?
Sergeant Grego.
Sergeant Grego used his discretion. Look how he's pulled in. He's pulled in a tactical sense.
Yeah.
I know how evoc is. You know, you don't think I've done the same training you've done?
Didn't say you didn't.
All right, well, you assumed multiple times earlier that I hadn't.
I just asked if you had.
That is tactical discretion right there. That is standoff. That is a man who is prepared for a fight while also giving the enemy, since that's how I feel right now, a chance to defend.
We just want to say something. And
You guys have nothing better to do?
Do you not? Oh, do you? So we have nothing better to do but to exercising our rights. So you're spitting on the graves, lady. You're spitting on the graves of all the brave men and women who have fought and died. It's not funny. It's not funny. Learn your rights. You're about 90 years old and you don't know it.
Stress that these gentlemen have other jobs to do.
Well, then
They're allowed to leave. We've already had the discussion. Don't worry about it.
Your rights. You don't know them and you're 80 years old. You are a failed American. You're a failed American not knowing your rights.
She gonna come sweep us up?
We're going to disperse, fellas. That way we don't cause any more problems here.
Shut up. This is a sidewalk. It's called public.
That's fine, but you're arguing with our customers.
No, they came up to us.
They came up
doesn't
to
matter.
us.
Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Doesn't matter.
No.
You go.
We're having a discussion. Your job is not to tell us what to do. It's their job, if even that.
No, it's not their job.
We're
it's
not
your job.
kitchen
You have your brain.
appliances.
Where are you even
We're
from?
not
Why are
kitchen
you here?
appliances. Get inside,
What?
Jessica.
Kiss my ass.
Hey,
Get the fuck on.
how about you shut up?
I thought you said she was kind.
Oh, are you gonna cry?
No, I'm not gonna fucking cry, bitch.
That would be a terrible mistake for you to do. Don't get laid out today.
Oh yeah, really?
If you hit me, I'm fucking going. Promise.
Yeah, you hit me, you will be dropped.
We have this going
She has a weapon. Why isn't your hand on your pistol? Her hand's on her weapon and she came over here aggressively. Why aren't you looking at her as a threat now? You've determined we're not.
Pulled her away.
Grow up. Grow up.
Jessica, grow
Bye,
up.
Jessica.
Hi, me, Jessica.
Bye.
You made bad choices in your life.
I made bad choices.
Yeah,
Look at
you
you.
work
You're
at
arguing
High
with a
B
cop.
trying to
You have
fight
nothing
people
better to fucking
exercising
do with
their
your
rights.
time.
Bye, Jessica.
Jessica, well, you're famous now. Just 100,000
All right,
plus
fellas.
will watch. Not a big deal.
I appreciate you guys going out, doing what you're doing. Seriously, it really doesn't bother me. You know, what I like is a good conversation.
Hey, you guys,
Look.
look at life.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, loser. Learn your rights, pussy.
So,
Yeah, but you don't know them, do you?
just
don't
do me a
know
favor.
your-
Look at all these people. These are the people that call the cops. All these people who are dumb and unaware and over-opinionated.
And let them be over opinionated.
I'm sitting right here. I didn't come at that lady with a broom, did I?
You just keep doing your thing, keep staying on public property. You guys know where your rights are at. And all
Well, I have to go get my vehicle, which is right there.
on Hy-Vee.
Yes.
Hy-Vee.
Yes.
I'll go ahead. I'm not going to say you can't go get it. That'd be ridiculous.
I'm gonna get it. They haven't trespassed us yet, so before they do it, I'm going to grab it.
Actually, I'll walk over there with you.
All right, wonderful.
I got no problem with that at all.
Exercising your rights and all these ignorant, low IQ.
You say Officer Grego, Sergeant Grego?
Sergeant Grego, yes.
And what's your badge number, sir?
4246.
All right. I appreciate the common courtesy and you walking us over and being doing your job the right way.
How we doing?
Not too bad. Just enjoying the show.
It's a good show. You learn a lot from it.
I'm taking him to his car. Don't worry about it, Jessica.
Yeah. Well, the thing is I haven't been trespassed yet.
They parked on our property.
Yep. Sure did.
Well, now because they're my property, they cannot come back at this location.
Wonderful. Would never want to come back, Jessica.
You good?
Oh, I'm wonderful. I'm going to pull out here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
You see this? Exercising your rights and all these ignorant, low IQ folk that don't even know the First Amendment. They're all stupid.
What I choose?
That's the first freedom of speech. What else?
Okay, well, I'm a woman.
Oh, you're a woman, so what's that mean? That means nothing.
That means I'm sticking up for my officer.
I'm sorry, but I think you're mentally challenged, so I'm not gonna, I just won't engage with you. I'm
Everyone
sorry.
is mentally challenged.
Did you guys ride together? You don't have a vehicle here.
It doesn't matter. I don't have a vehicle here,
No,
no.
that's why I'm asking, because like I don't want you to.
Yeah, I understand.
You can't come on the property and then.
That's
create a
fine.
big debacle.
No, I understand that.
As far as I'm concerned, you guys can continue this.
You see this shit? You can't exercise your freedom because these people
goes-
don't know it, dude.
It
And the
goes
problem with
same
them,
way- it goes the same way with me. It doesn't matter what I do, whether if I came at you a different way than what I did, I'm gonna get criticized.
No,
by
you
somebody
won't.
else. Yes,
No,
I will.
you have never been to my channel because I do the opposite.
I
I
don't-
show
I
good
don't know who
officers.
you are.
Well, you will. You don't have to look for it. You don't have to anything. It'll come to you.
Okay.
Trust me, it will. And you'll understand that I highlight good ones,
I do
and you
appreciate
can have a redemption. It's not like a one bad interaction. Sure, next time I come, you could be a fucking superstar.
I have fell on my face so many times in my life, man. There is nothing that I've done here today that's going to embarrass me. It's not going to
It should.
It doesn't.
Coming,
It doesn't.
terrorizing the people you're here to serve
You know, if
is
it's
not good.
terrorized, I'm sorry.
Well, that's bad then. If you think that you did a good job today.
I didn't say I did a good job.
So did you do a bad job today? What would you change?
Honestly, I probably wouldn't change much about it.
That's bad then. That just shows that you're a bad officer.
Well, that's
And you're
your
not
opinion.
willing to change.
That's your opinion.
No, that's fact.
Is it?
Yeah, because
I
you
mean,
don't know the
are
oath.
you
We already been over this. You don't know the oath you
instructor
swore.
or anything like that?
I might have been.
Might have been?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're underestimating who I am and what I've done.
Well, that's fine. Hey, you know what? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're being shady about who you are. What
It does,
you are, what you've been.
exactly, because I have a Fourth Amendment to be secure in my persons. So
Right.
you don't get to go around asking who everybody is. It's none of your business until I commit a crime.
Right. But when I get questioned by somebody who wants to hide who they are,
It doesn't matter. They have a
it
right
does,
to do
it
that.
does to me. It does to me.
Why?
Because that's always been my leadership style.
That you need to
Always
change
been
that,
the
man.
way
You
I
have
am.
to change. It's
I
fact though.
appreciate
You
you
swore
being
an
out
oath multiple
and
times, but you don't
doing
know
your
it.
thing with, your.
And see, like see all the little sheep people,
Yeah.
the sheeple. They don't know their rights. You guys don't know jack shit about your rights. You're just spitting on the graves of actual heroes who have fought and died for our freedoms. For you to bootlick the government enforcers. Well, you're a coward.
So are you saying your sole purpose was to come and provoke the police department?
When did I ever say provoking anything? That's just
No,
low
I'm
IQ.
I just asked you if that's what it was.
No, what? Why would you even say that? That's
Because
stupid.
they're exercising their First Amendment. Just
Yeah,
as you are.
they are,
They're
and they don't even know their First Amendment, do they?
They're exercising.
Do one of these people know the First Amendment here? Not one does.
They're exercising
Not one.
it just the same, and now they're idiots. But
Yes, they are. Why would I say that? What did they do to
why can
us?
they not exercise their First
They
Amendment
can.
to
Did I
you?
stop them?
Well, you
I'm
kept-
calling them idiots because
you-
that's my First Amendment right, is it not?
You call them idiots and saying they don't know what they're doing.
They don't. Do they not?
So everybody who is
I'm saying
up to your
facts. See,
level
you're
is
not
an
even.
idiot.
Yes, because at minimum, every American should know what freedoms they have.
That's
Because
enough for
they
your
don't. They're
followers
back
to
the
know
blue
that.
till it
They
happens
don't
to
know as
you.
much as you. They're an idiot.
Yes, if they. I know the bare minimum.
great.
Of course, everyone should know what I know.
That's great.
It's not even a lot.
All right.
I mean, I know more about your job than you do, and that's the fucked up part. That's the problem.
I'm serious. I think you're not doing anything wrong.
No, just exercising our rights, and everybody here is freaking out
That's
because
what
we're
I'm
exercising. Yeah, you're a tyrant. Suck my dick.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, right.
I've been looking for a way out. I'm sick of feeling like I'm way down, stuck in the middle of a large crowd. I just gotta fight and climb my way and then break out. Adrenaline in my system, I just wanna be different, I just wanna be winning. I've had this fight since the beginning, got a mind with no limits, but sometimes I forget it.